Good morning, Sierra Leone. Good morning, Kono District. Good morning to all the Salon Pikin that waiting at Sierra Leone and una waiting at the diaspora. This na David Bongo, the country owner from Kono News Network, and as always, I tell thank you to una we don't subscribe to this channel, and una we can always distribute and make comments. I want to appreciate una all. Today I get great people that will win here. If una know it about this channel, and we get somebody where they get a very wide range of viewership and listeners them. And we get another voice we can send very cogent information about Sierra Leone. Me not go call their name, later on I go can call themselves their names them. And we get another very great activist from Kono. We always very passionate about Kono issue. But I want to send these kudos to executives of Kono organizations when I echo. If una dey watch we today, we get a very important discussion points that we get for talk about. We brother Chief Dr. Bockarie Finda, a column Frank talk, and I go invite in the Chief Bockarie for let a briefly give an opening statement.
Yeah, thank you, David. Chief Dr. Bockarie Mafinda. This is Frank talk. Today's date, now the 31st of August 2025. As we all aware, Sierra Leone, it's difficult for people to have for flow with information, flow with ideas, where it will make we country it go before. And this platform where we did so not a political platform. This now the interest of Sierra Leone. And the interest of Sierra Leone now we all get. Most time people then they give excuses. And many people did. The one way they didn't power, the one way they not in power, we quick to give excuses before we give solution. And we brothers, we panelists them now yet today. They get a wide knowledge, wide range of experience. They love now for Sierra Leone, for make sure say Sierra Leone go before. And things then they were na topics then we will get for look at. And then topic then they will go discuss about them so that we viewers them go learn, viewers then go know, and we will report to them accordingly. One of the things is we go start with we brother where it always they talk about Sierra Leone, about how Sierra Leone for better. The other brother in also get a lot of wide knowledge inside go come. Recommendations, solution. You know, we don't know the oppose. We know the oppose. We define solution, we make recommendation positively. So that make we come together, we invite so that we are able to get good Sierra Leoneans and the voice of the Sierra Leoneans until they will know they talk. You know, we'll go for discuss about road, we discuss about development, we discuss about idea where people then they flow or government they flow or other people then they flow. Like where they say power sharing and all that thing and they waiting that we take. So we'll reach that. But before I go further, make we brother them introduce themselves and then we can take off from there. Brother Reggie.
Hello everybody. Hello, my Sierra Leonean friends and family. This the Master Dream Builder, otherwise known as Reggie Cole, or either way, Reggie Cole, otherwise known as the Master Dream Builder. I'm a business person, and I'm passionate about Sierra Leone. I have some answers we don't derive over the years. We go help Sierra Leone move, and everything is based on the economy. Nothing will work in Sierra Leone until we get the economy right. And I have the solution in my duffel bag. I'm a father of 3 beautiful children that I'm proud of, and a Christian and a hardworking individual. So I left Adey for this short time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Dr. Bockarie, go ahead.
Yeah, the next person we brother Elvis is able to come in and introduce himself. Big man, big experience. All of these guys. Brother Elvis, over to you.
Yeah, Fambudem wanna adu in Freetown and all over the world. Of course, when I know Elvis' name, of course, now the actual name Elvis Bockarie Sama. But they always carry the name Seme Loco. And when I know say are passionate about this country and also the progress of this country. As my brother himself introduce himself. Myself now a father of 2 children and a wife, of course, and I still living in Sierra Leone, and I call myself philanthropist. I also don't retire now from public service, and with business now for that we make sure say this country gain what we want to see before we self pass off. So we hope say we're not going to listen to we. Thank you, brother.
Okay, Una, thank you for them beautiful introduction. Them, as I've been saying at the beginning, me na David Bongo of Kono News Network, and also of executives of Kono organizations, where they call ECHO. We get 3 opening questions then for we panelists. Them, we now on a broad. Yeah. Yes, Chief Bockarie, are we okay? Hello?
Yeah, we are okay now. Other brother. Yeah, brother Semen, I know they read properly to me outside here.
Okay.
Ah.
Well,
yeah.
Make I take off the earphone, maybe
as Ubin they say, I've been there on the introduction. Now we don't know who that we they talk to. So first of all,
sorry, listeners, we get technical problem, but while we get Dr. Bockarie for come back, I get 3 questions then for Reggie and with brother Elvis. When I can start for the talk about that. The question are an open question. I will read that in English so that we all go get them clearly. What is your overall assessment of government promises made to the people of Kono and Sierra Leone in the past 2 decades? When I can decide for talk about that in Creole. Reggie, you can start. What's in your overall assessment of government promises in Sierra Leone? Reggie, I think you go pull that in your voice, not the cam.
Thank you very much. You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for that very good question. Waiting at me thoughts on the government promises to Kono and Sierra Leone. I think that question over the last 20 years is what you see.
Yes.
I think that question never complete if we not go back since when we took independent so-called sovereignty of our land. I think all the promises have been false. I think they've all been at fault. I think we not understand who we were as a people, as a nation. We're not supposed for the anywhere near who's how we did right now, 3rd from bottom in the world. In the HDI index, we're 3rd from bottom. I looked the other day of the 10 or 15 countries that were in the last percentile there, that we're not the country we get the richest minerals, the richest resource, arable land, fertile soil. We used to have, before the war of the Blood Diamond, where Kono was featured, we used to have some of the most docile people. We just to go about their business, and you go go past a village, whether you then a posh close, so that money go open in clay pots, make you get water for drink as you pass because the sun hot. In fact, if you had time, it will make you eat with themselves. They want let you eat with them. The Salowa I know now, the Salowa they are about, all this don't change. And I think say because we don't put people in politics since 1961, somehow we have to look, when I can say, when I don't teach me this and this political talk, about not to usa you for them, you for look, now usa you buck your foot. Usa we buck with foot, we don't become victims. We don't become victims of this key instrument where the colonial masters and all use by we, when for divide and conquer. And they don't make from male to female, even in their own country, they at odds. From tribe to tribe, at odds. From tribe to tribe, somebody might be on. From tribe to tribe, at odds with each other. Religion to religion, at odds with each other. But yet, and still, they under the tutelage say, now God make we all, now so they say, Islam through Christianity, and everybody is equal. But then if everybody is equal, why are we being divided based on something where we not get option of? Me born Creole, then they, not an exercise where me choose. A born Creole, I happen to grow in a Christian home. That was not my choice. Now I meet. So how is that then used against me? But most important, how the Mende man and the Timni man, how we can get a country where they talk about North versus South, when God planted everything in this garden for us. I said just the other day, if God in self me able for condom at this earth, I think say the Sierra way make. I just want to describe, Mr. Sam, just give me a moment, I beg, I just describe to the audience the country where God give it. The country where God give it. Now, one of the only country there where in 2025 today, you go grab na money, you tie, you got fair lapa, you not get no artificial clothes, you just take your fair lapa. If you're a man where sabi hunt, you man say to you, "Bo, what you go eat today?" You say, "Wait no more now." You go, you cut a tree where from the rain yesterday, you cut the branch. From that branch, you able for sharpen the branch into a spear with the granite where God give you. You go to the bushes, you don't wait. Now you go decide, now bush fall away today or now what you eat today. Now you go decide. You chook that in there, you bring a dragam, bring a hoe, you weft the cooker, then or you partner, whatever it is that you have, and then you say, well, what you go drink? Well, this is a weekend, but what you go drink? You say you want a bit of alcohol, you say wait no more now. You go, you clean the tick, you pick fresh alcohol, we're not your man-made, you carry, you sit down, when I eat fine, when I drink fine, no production of human being. Now all waiting God make. So we're not even talk about the minerals and all the riches that we have yet. So in my view, to wrap this particular question up, all the politicians, and some of them are my friends, some of them are my, the children are my friends, but they know my view on this issue, and I make no apologies. All of them have failed us to this day. That's where we are.
Thank you very much for that eloquent and explicit opening remarks the way you don't make. Mr. Elvis, my brother, to you. Elvis?
Yeah, thank you very much. Already we rather don't need the foundation. Yeah?
Yeah, your sound look gets a
Are
little.
you getting me?
Yeah, the sound they lag a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, my brother don't need the foundation already. See, yeah, you know.
Sorry.
So from a foundation where it treats God-given things the way we get, now me don't take a from which God give we, then what we don't do for where it will respond to we your lives today. You find out say we not ever able grapple with things the way actually God give we and respect them and believe in them thing the way God give we. Therefore, them actually improve we own lives. One thing we're unfortunate is that we may not get colonial system. But the colonial people will come with some things them way abolition we for build upon. For example, aside you put them. In 1932 they discovered the diamond. But then you ask yourself, what did the diamond do for colonization? I'm not saying Australia. But when you go behind borders, you find you get people that will benefit out of it. So to New York today, you go to in Syria, you go to Lebanon, you go to Gambia, you go to Nigeria, you go see structures that which have the no diamond. You look out and see where is this man we get from Kono? This Konoma we get it. Where is this Nibama? Where is this? We all not get anything. Meaning that, as my brother just put out, politicians that they don't know waiting for do and they just throw it out of the windows. So what did that happen? Everyone seems to with kind of politics. All we know is they come with people write document the farm. You go to parliament, you go talk the item or just listen to people that just don't put at the end. And when they don't read at all, they can't see it follows nothing. And then they learn that, then they do what they want to do. So as long as the country they win originality, then you find out say we know anything for ourselves other than looking out for people. And that is what is happening now in the country. From 1932 to today, we are tilapia. They ask themselves, where are these industries? Where are these improvements of people's life from anything where you think of? All are zero because we not able to get research to 18 people. We will not able to go to other countries. Forget waiting with the fix other countries blue temple. Instead, we they rely on many talk. At the end of the day, you always have the same result. But more so, politically, there is this great divide between the SLPP, the APC, and this since 1951 or 1961 or 1967. And the two, the Magai and the Shaka Stevens, they began at the behavior, they will probably do fine, and they take a personal to parties, AP and SFP. So each time they call the company, they destroy a company. After when they take power, this one destroy this. So how if brothers are fighting, how you go see the grass, the other people that will this will they see today. So make stop better.
Okay, really sorry. We've been to get a lot of breaking. Yeah, we've been to get a lot of breakage in your words, but I think say we listeners and go down pick some few things. Reggie, I see they raise your hand up. You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say, Mr. Sama might have another system where they make it within the bounds. I don't know if it gets a TV, YouTube where they watch yourself or something. You need for mute that one day.
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah. Because we been start your voice been look clear
No,
now.
somebody might be on. Somebody might be on.
No, but where Reggie the talk is clear. Where you been start, you been
Okay,
you been coming very clear.
Let's begin again, please. That will be good.
Hello.
Clear now?
Yeah, will they get you a little bit
Am
good?
I clear?
Yeah, you're clear. Yes.
Let me tell you,
okay, we go ahead. Let us go to the next question. Why would I feel say promises around roads, infrastructure, and we cannot do that. We cannot do that. We're not going to do that. We just go for continue with the program. Hello? So I come with the second question. Brother Elvis, did you get me? Sorry, listeners and viewers who now will watch, we will get some technical problems, but along the way we will try for resolve that. We will try for resolve that. Okay, so I come with the next follow-up question to then opening questions. And like how I've been saying, I get 3 questions. Okay, yes, okay, yeah, I don't understand. So you listen now at the count with the next question, is that? Okay, so why promises them around road construction, infrastructure, and development in we country always unfulfilled?
Nothing. I don't know if
Miss Elvis? Hello? Yeah, would it get you? You just try for listen. Would it get you clearly?
touch nothing.
Yeah, again, apologies to everybody with the watch. We will still try for resolve this sound issue. Okay, Elvis, you can just reduce the volume of your device.
One mic there.
Okay, if you can just listen to me, let we go on with the program. It will be good. Okay, so I come up with the next question again because we get a series of questions that we'll get for talk about. This not just opening 3 questions the way I get. Let me try for make them very brief so that we will go to the detailed questions then. Again, I come with the second question. I say, why do promises around roads, infrastructure, and development in Kono and Sierra Leone in general remain unfulfilled?
Yeah. So it's quite simple. You know, where there is no vision, which I vision not day, the people perish. In Habakkuk 2, verse 3, it says, write the vision and make it plain, so that he that readeth it will run. Which in they mean? If we politicians and they write them visions then down, even after they change political party, somebody will see that vision there and run with it. So we not get no continuity of a vision because we don't have a vision. Salon, based on my own experience, Kono me they go there every Friday with for me papa in farm na Matutuka. Now me they supply Jama Swafare, I believe Masimbi, Sefadu, the Lebanese then they we me they dig diamonds with their fruits and vegetables. You know, it's hard to believe that Bob Marley say, you know, in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. What to make that? We politicians them, the way I see life now, 55 years on this planet, supposed to be like the parents. We are the citizens then. They're supposed to lead us to the promised land. But the kind of politicians that we don't select based on tribes and region don't have the capacity to hold a vision. And it seems to me they don't even understand the most important thing that is all about life, which is based around, believe it or not, as simple as this, is family. They're willing to create a situation where they go then they send them picking them abroad somewhere else. In fact, some they send their wife as well. But then they do what they get for do. And they forget the meaning of life. That yes, the material things are great, but it's not about that. It's about having a vision centered around your family and you build with your family. So that's why the promises are not being fulfilled because they're not getting vision. Then job and for coming to not even enrich themselves because really, almost by the 80s, Pashaki minister, they will still get their money. They don't even enrich themselves. It's just like picking in a candy store. When you see that you reach that lollipop, then sit down a corner, they suck that lollipop, they take another one. There's a whole candy store. But they happen to just be happy with that lollipop. This is the problem. The people are visionless.
Thank you.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to know if brother Elvis in sound on clear now. You dey get me clearly, Elvis? Okay, Chief Bockarie, you
Well, let
don't
me.
dey drop out. I dey
Yeah,
try for see how for bring you back in. It's okay, yeah, okay, okay. Let's go on. So Chief Bockarie, now been the opening questions that we still dey on. We
yeah,
you drop out, and I don't know if you want to say anything on this
yeah,
particular question. What you make promises the way government they make for make road infrastructure developments in Kono often remain unfulfilled. Briefly, then we go ahead because we don't spend too much time on this.
yeah. I tell una thank you, and also
We not they get
sorry
your volume
for
at all.
the technical problem.
We not they get your
Um,
voice, Chief Bakoy.
Hello, can you hear me?
We not they get your voice.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello,
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Unmute
yeah,
your mic.
Hey,
hello.
Mike. Mike.
Yeah, the mic is on mute. Hello, can you hear me?
Unmute your mic.
You there hear me?
Oh,
You there hear me? Can I go? Can I
We not
go?
they get you at all.
Okay.
Okay, we go. I will go back to the last question from the opening side. Again, how do broken promises affect the trust of Kono people in national governance? Let me undo that briefly and quickly. Then we go now to the body of the questions themselves. How broken promises then they affect the trust of Kono people in national governance? Chief Bako, his sound don't come up.
You there hear me now?
We still they get problem for Yeriu.
Uh,
Elvis, you want to start with that?
he's gone.
Elvis? Hello? Elvis, you hearing me? Okay, Reggie, you can take that again while we wait for the two guys to settle.
Me, yeah.
Just so you know, Sir David, at the chief. So let's talk. Because me there, yeah. I don't know if you there, yeah.
No, another area at all. Let me see, maybe.
Hey, Mike, the mic then they were on the mic then they were on mute at all. The mics, the two mics where they see on mute.
Dave, I think that you get the control over
I'm
to
not hearing
you
him, so
because
what's the problem?
Can you hear me now?
In before in voice when they come through.
Can you hear me?
I go talk, but I not go hear him, and the audience they not go hear him. So I'm not sure what is going on with his system.
Hello, can you hear me now?
If Chief Bakoy talk, we not go hear him. The device where you been used before and what been the get your voice, I don't know.
Now the same
If you
device
can
now
go
they
back to
use.
that
The same
device there.
device. The same device now they
Maybe you
use.
were on.
Check to your side. I they
Thank
see
you.
me
Okay,
mic mute.
for just for the sake of the audience, then you can start for talk about that while we solve this problem. Because when they get out of the screen, they show different face to the audience actually.
Just so you know, David, there's the one mic they will mute where I think that you end. Now you get for unmute that mic.
Yeah.
Well, if una they hearing me, then
No, no, not to you. There's a mic where mute. Not the system. We said they see an answer.
Good.
Yeah.
Chief Bakoy, this is when it is so is muted. When it is so is on mute. So now
So can
suppose
you hear me
all on
now?
a mic then they like how this one safe day. So
Okay.
in
You
Dundee
hear me
now,
now?
Chief Bakoy Dundee in three different places. You see, so I'm not
You hear
sure.
me now?
I get three system for him one now. I'm not sure which one is really working. So but this not really go well with the presentation. I believe say we for um, I'm not sure what you want to say, but what we go do? Let we call her off for now.
No, 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 no. There's people who don't give up their time. Let
Yeah,
me keep going. So ask a question again, then I will give you an answer.
I say, how do broken promises affect the trust of Kono people in national governance?
Okay. Broken promises of all kind affect people in the same manner. If I promise you that I'm going to, I will call you at 10 o'clock, then I not call you, it creates anger, it creates frustration, it creates mistrust, it creates lack of loyalty to your following because you're letting people down. So it's the same. You know, life is very, very simple. And one for the thing you want to try for tell Sierra Leoneans, I know you give Boko is Sierra Leonean thinks say we are unique people in the world. We own problems and are we unique? We're not unique. We're all human beings. And if you treat human beings a certain way, you will keep getting the same reaction. So they're not trusting politicians. They only they go with the politicians and now because of the desperation when they for pay such a rally, they get some food, they get a t-shirt, they know if you support them visually, you get a bag of rice when it's election time, once every 5 years. There's no trust in the system. There's an echo when they happen while they talk, so I know, and be no device on this.
To
So,
me, okay, they can
Yeah.
clean to me.
there is no trust in the system, and Kono, now like way somebody go invite you to Buckingham Palace, now this United Kingdom, and say come for dinner. They don't put the spread out there for you, so that you can enjoy dinner. But as soon as you enter inside the dining hall, somebody tell you say no, just watch the food no more. Yeah, your small sandwich at this corner. Go sit on the corner. That's corner for you. This is the third largest country in Africa. I mean, the third largest area in Africa where they produce diamonds. How come on the doorstep of those diamonds, the people that they starve right now as I talk to you? The people that don't know if they get a good hospital. idol. So they don't go on every event, every show. But the one them, we get plenty time on their hands. They're idlers, and then they end up being forgetful. That's just the way it is. That's the truth of the matter.
It's really pathetic. Brother Elvis, you want to come in? Elvis?
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Of course, me go bring on the three of it is it dampen the spirit of it. Rely on somebody, then they put no forthcoming. The other one is it will also bring among people because I mean leadership they bring people then together. Now if they bring hope, all promises to somebody, you don't hear them hoping, a dampening spirit, don't let you, and they don't ever believe in you. It's non-motivational. You know, they motivate you. People they definitely anything. Because one, they control most of the things they're within the country. Meaning that and they make sure the natural resources and there is somebody where they are you know they tell you anything where are you going? Now the motorcade it means nothing goes further and is actually being trustful from the whole system. So that is mighty. Because leadership, now you believe it, then the leadership don't come and they turn away by time, you know, support for you. So the whole refused, and therefore no progress. So that are the only making promises for fulfilled. If they are not fulfilled, no need for exist among people there.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Bockarie, do you able to talk now?
Yeah, you hearing me?
Hello?
Yeah, you hearing me?
I believe say we'll still get that volume problem with Dr. Bockarie. And
My volume.
huh?
Yeah. You know they hearing
Volume not
me?
they come through. All the three systems the way you use, I don't bring them back on. I make a this when I see and twice
Okay.
in the screen.
Okay. Wait, I know now one system I use. Now I dey go for the second system. Let me go to Reggie. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't can out to this system now. Okay. Let we see if this go work. Okay. This don't come on.
Most
Start.
phone way they use the volume and they come on clearly. But I think they change the
Okay.
waiting safe. So
Can you hear me? Can you hear me on this device? Can you hear me on this device? This another one.
I can hear you. I can hear you. But
I think the part go be technical because all the phone them
it's
that
not
they
good for
use.
the
Can you
system
hear me?
because Dr. Bakoy, Dr. Bakoy, do you hear me? Hello, Dr. Bakoy.
He's still struggling with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna go really BMA because this is We will continue this obstruction. Now they tell well for the broadcast at all. So we get for continue. If we get them next time, it will fine. So let's continue. We get we return to the main part of the broadcast when government promises them, and this under this Mr. Bockarie, now you really get this part. Um, you hear me clearly?
Very much so.
Okay, okay. So I get 4 questions under this one. Then we at least the government they construct road from Kenema to Kono, and so the government recently been done promise for construct road from Mano Junction to Mano Junction within Kenema through Tongo and Bumpe. Given the unfulfilled Guinea to Kono road, why should people trust this new commitment?
Okay, thank you very much. There are a lot of combinations them in government in activities where they bring their lapses. In any society, any institution, you get for plan things the way you want to do. And when you plan them, you go make sure say the revenue already go there, or you don't a marker. You get a human resource, then you get the equipment. But when you get people them where they go sit down a cabinet and then they talk something where they not go do any planning, and then they also rely on business as usual people, and also rely on people the way they come for do business with government behind the door, you will get some backlashes there. You will also get some lie the way they happen there. That is what they see now the Kono Guinea Road. Who started it? Would I self say they can't do this? Is it a political promise? And then thing that you get careful look at. Was it a promise from government because a one make Kono vote for him at that time? It might not be the case. But what we believe in is government knocking ready for certain things there, because when they go sit down at parliament, they not get that coordinative activities with the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance go don't get something where they say, okay, this year, so ministry or all the ministry that would have bring out with a budget. In the preparation of that you budget day, what do you feel say you're able to do this month, this year, is what you put on the budget. Now you don't just go, you talk political statement somewhere where you don't put on a budget. When you come to the Ministry of Finance, you are going to you hit the big rock. Now some of them think the way they happen. It also on the other side of the coin is you get people that were ready for sabotage government in effort. They go bring up somebody who not sabi do anything or not even get anything. Once they believe say they will fill their pocket, and these are the brand envelope people they all know. They can't make sharp mud. They tell people that they interface with the either board of directors and so on within this parastatal or you call an agency. They arrange themselves, they share with the minister. The minister go to a cabinet, a talk and they without substance. So these are the things that when they cause a country for make they tell you say they do this, nothing happened. Now, who brought in the Guinean contractor for can do the Mano Kwedu road? When there are other promises where these same people don't do the other. And what priority do you want to tell me? Because there's something where everybody will look at. The road from Kono to Guinea and the road from Mano Junction to Kono, what are the priorities where you go able to see? What do they get from that end? Because that point where I tell you so, from Kwedu to, I think they go through Soa Chipdon and so on, where you highly get products or produce, you have to look at that, whether which is the most prioritized one. Also, you get mining companies that where they produce something. Why are you not using your mining fund for they do corporate responsibility? So all that thing that when you look at them, you feel say our government officials they're not sincere with themselves because they don't even get knowledge about what they happen at the hinterlands. They can just look at paper and talk. At the end of the day, They are not coordinated. So one major problem where they get now lack of coordination and lack of also preparedness. Now that are the things where I feel say we will talk about here.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will switch between you and Reggie. Since we not get with brother Chifo, I think say we will switch between Reggie on the Dream Builders of Sierra Leone. As someone working in development and empowerment, how do bad roads affect youth, education, and job opportunities in Kono and Sierra Leone generally? You say if you sound get problem, Reggie.
I'm not sorry, I don't get problem. I can mute where I'm not on. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
So how do bad roads affect the people of Kono and
Sierra Leone generally? Yeah.
Well, let's tell you something where we experience right now on this show and how important that is. How do bad roads affect people? You know, Elon Musk, they say I'm one of the richest people in the world. When he wake up this morning, he gets 24 hours. That's all he has, 24 hours. All of us on this screen, now the same 24 hours we get. So, we all get the same time. So if Fola come out Kono with my goods, or go Freetown, or wherever it is that I need to go, it's going to take me 7 hours. Like I don't see some road them, you know, on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, sorry. Elvis, you can mute your mic, please.
May I mute my mic?
Yes, please. Yes, go ahead, Reggie.
Yes. So I've lost time. So the first thing we got to realize is none of us have a lease with God. That means everything should be done in the fastest possible time that you can do it, especially when you come to production, which is linked to economy. If you don't take time to do things, waiting for take you 2 hours, you take 7 hours because the roads are bad, you're losing time, you're using more resources, and it's costing more. You're adding to your cost of production. So all these things, if you're not going to go, something will take you 30 minutes. They can take you 3 hours. You're losing, you know, the statement that time is money. Not a cliche. Time is money. You know, time is money. So if you're not able to do something in record time just because the government of the last 64 years not prioritized how you get from A to B quicker, then we're losing as a society. Down there, we're not going to dig deep for them. It's a time issue. So that affects everything. What we try to do inside this country called Sierra Leone.
Okay. That's very good. So we're not going to want for waste much time. I go back to Elvis. Elvis, you can put your mic on. And your question is this: within the economic, social, security benefits if they complete the Kenema Kono Road, in that region?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that question, they just rhyme with the answer where my brother don't give when bad road day. Because when bad road day, of course, no stimuli no dey for make you travel. Development activities no go reach you quick. Then also, of course, you will get a lot of difficulties then for improve your lives. Now, when improved road system day, of course, you know exactly say nearness or even exchange of goods and services first and foremost will be very swift. It also will lead to improvement of, let's say, the cost of living, because there are more goods coming to a particular end. The price themselves will determine some of them, because we know say supply they determine price changes. You know, if too much of supply, we hope say price can go down because of that. So an improved road system between Kono and Kenema that end, we will know very well say one thing where I want to explain here is people that they take advantage of even going to their places and then they go and dig places and they do mining activities, they do something because nobody not able to reach them. So if there are no rules, then somebody can go ahead for do any economic activity where you know the government. Waiting will take place. Smuggling. So if good roads there, of course, definitely smuggling not going to be too rampant because police have go down at the road and they go able to attack anybody when they do that kind of thing. And we know very well say we have porous borders. And also between Kono and Kenema, you know it and I know it. Before now, the CLO selections trust in those days. When they put diamond, the separation they take it down to the Kenema. Now they take they put another Bank of Australia, which you know, Bank of Australia branch where they Kenema from there to you know, Freetown, yeah, of course, when the air fleet na Freetown, yeah, then they take it to Antwerp. So there has been, you can look at and say there had been some amount of umbilical cord relationship between that Kono end and Kenema end, where you find out say Tongo Dede. Now they're quite limited. They operate fully between, they operate na Kono, they operate fully na Tongo. So those are the places where you know say they are making away with a lot of economic activities. Nobody know they able to go there except bike. Now from Kenema to Corona bike, then they go there. So it's very, very, very important for this country for making it be done as fast as it could. But then we always say why then bring in certain type of people them where maybe they're not too savvy then end it. That's the only question we may go able to raise. But it is very vital. Now a road down the way it will bring the Kono and Kenema into complete unity because they are sharing one thing where they tell you Kono is producing more cocoa than Kenema. Although Kenema is the hub. That's the other interesting thing where you for know. All the Lebanese guys, all the cocoa merchants are in Kenema. But then their activities are highly in Kono. But nobody knows about what is happening in Kono. So after Kailan for cocoa production, it is Kono, and then later on Kenema. Until maybe other things that happen from the Mwahuma axis. So that road is very, very vital. And I believe say it will improve the lives of the people there from Gandon, say they go to kind of Bonimbo end. Those places we know very well. So that is my own take, sir.
Yeah, I just want to read one comment now where somebody sent Ronald. A sailor will not just look at the last 20 years. A sailor will look at from independence to now. You know, problem. Now that Ronald say. Let me see. So as we discuss, we one of we listeners talk say let we look at the events that we don't take place from independence to now and how we go able to adjust that. So Reggie, I will come back to you with the second question on the dream builders in Sierra Leone. Which role organizations like dream builder go build for complement development gaps in Sierra Leone?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I believe say this is the one that the Chief Nwala expand on. There's a saying by a guy called I'm echoing again. At the hearing myself, somebody in mic there almost help me with them.
Yeah, I don't put Chifo back again, so let's see if we
Okay,
will get in voice.
right. It's still the echo. Anyway, never mind. Let me just go for it. There's a saying. Well, I don't know. The audience self where they get echo.
No, somebody tell me now say that the yeri una all.
Okay.
I they
Okay,
see
fine.
upon the feedback
Okay.
now for say that the yeri una.
Okay, fine. There's a saying where every Sierra Leonean person think about before we start on this particular question you asked me. I guess this is the one that I need to expand on also.
Yes.
So yeah, fine. So this saying is a quote by Eric Hoffer, Hoffer. And I want to listen to this carefully. The reason why I listen to this, because we've been inundated in Sierra Leone with the PhDs and MBAs that some of them when you go Cambridge and Oxford, but yet we did third in the world from bottom, poverty. So here's the saying. I've only talking English. Somebody else could narrate you if they want. In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with the world that no longer exists. So we were to learn new things on a daily basis. We're the ones that are going to inherit the earth. Whilst you're still PhDs and MBAs, they find themselves with knowledge to work only in a world that no longer exists. So, with that in mind, my talk on Sierra Leone is this. We have minerals and resources, 44 of them. We get, let's talk to the Salon people, not to English speaking this. We get 7 riverways, main rivers, total of 15 actual other smaller rivers coming into Sierra Leone. We get the Atlantic Ocean. We get predictable weather. We know 6 months out of the year, one side na raining season, one side na dry season. We get all these factors that we can put in our asset column. Somehow, someway, our politicians have deprived not only us, but themselves of realizing these assets. So the first thing we go do, as I've said, is to create. You know, in life, you get for copy waiting on go before you. You not go for invent. You know they make, if you get a new tire company now, Mr. David, if you go start your new tire company, you they make tire. You don't go start for invent out from new make tire. You go just copy what Firestone they do, what Dunlop don't do, what Michelin don't do. This is exactly what we need to look at. What inside the system in London at this world where don't work. So for me, I pick one particular zone where a man, when a leader decided to take in country from third world to first world. And that particular person, now Lee Kuan Yew, of the late Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, we decided very earlier on in 1974, after I don't settle down from my own independence in 1965, we get our own independence in 1961. In 1961, Sierra Leone was richer than Singapore. In 1965, Singapore got their independence. As the man awoke, he don't say, oh, I have 3 nationalities. We get tribalism in Salon. We all have the same nationality. But him get 3 nations in country, in small country. He get the Indians. He get the Malaysians. He get the Chinese. So he decided, step 1, we all go talk one language. And see that the British colonize us. So now anybody they speak in their own native tongue in our workplace. You can talk that in our also, but in the workplace now English will they talk. Let we start there. Number 2, he said to himself, I dey go find the best people in the world. I don't care if you vex. Say, well, you qualify. If you qualify but you haven't done the job, you got no experience, I dey go find the best people in the world to come do the job. Then you go shadow them as a Singaporean citizen for learn how to do the job. That's number 2. Number 3, he said, I go compensate me politicians them so that I make sure that they understand that they're being paid well so as to avoid corruption. Because I'll tell you something, none of us are Jesus Christ. None of us are Prophet Muhammad. So we have to make it, and I can say, ant and sugar, they left ant and sugar in your kitchen, you left them open, then you come back, wait for my tea, you can't wonder, say, hey, how come ants don't overtake me kitchen? No, now you set the environment for that to happen. So it compensates in people then and bring in draconian rules if they catch you with corruption. These are some of the things that I have in my duffel bag. The other thing where Lee Kuan Yew do is he wrap up all in policies to make sure that the Singaporean family stay together. I want to ask Una a lot of questions. You don't need to answer me. I ask the audience. How many times in the first world, Canada, who say so David, England, who say Chief Day, how many times you don't meet somebody who come out Singapore? We're just the gang. Ha! Little to none. Me, myself, I've never met one. And I don't live in America. I don't spend a lot of time in Europe. And I don't spend a lot of time in the United Kingdom. I don't see one. Why? Because the steps and the foundation, when Likwan you build, making people that want stay home, and they stay home. And for the Sierra Leone that listen to me, especially the Kono people, una way, because of what una get. Now I make a good friend of mine, Leonardo DiCaprio, when we don't get dinner, we ask the movie Blood Diamond. Because of what una get. It's important for una to understand, say, Singapore not get any resource. They not get diamond, they not get gold, they not get titanium, they not get cobalt, they not get iron ore. None of these things exist in Singapore. But one leader make up in mind, say, he say unto himself, he say, in wake up one night, he realize, say, he gets 2 million people in the palm of his hands. He say, what you go do with them people there? So we not get nothing. Now he realize, say, the most important asset you have is your human capital. Now he take a bold view, say, I will develop these people. We go develop this land. We go attract investment in this land. So what did he do as a government? He begins sending people that will show any spark to the best universities in the world. Whether it was Cambridge or Harvard, he said, when I go study, when I come back, look and build with country. He said, when I go study, when I come back, look and build with country. Now we begin to produce and create industry. And one of the industries we create, based on the integrity where it infused into its people, is the financial services. So it creates a financial services industry. Then it figure out the ports. We get a natural harbor in Sierra Leone. They had to create theirs. This is why I'm saying to the Sierra Leonean people, you are the richest people on planet Earth if you choose the right leaders, not based on tribes, but based on ability. This man created the port. Because you know, say the British, the Mohan Pass, go India and this and that, it make them a possibility for them to come in and do all their marketing exchange and do their trading. Then what do you do? And this is the key point, Sir David.
Yeah.
This is the key point what he do. He banished privatization by doing this. He realized, Likwan Yu said, that government workers all over the world are lethargic people. They're 9-to-5ers. 5 o'clock they don't shut down the computer, they won't go. Because they get state pension, they get this and get that. He say, okay, right, this is not gonna work. Now he take in utilities the normal. So in a meaning also, he take in utilities. For the Sierra Leone person, they're waiting at utility. Your telephone, your water, your electricity, your transportation. He said, and they put them also in a company framework what I call Temasek Holdings. Now he called Temasek Holdings in 1974. He said then they appoint CEOs from any part of the world, whatever color, race, religion, if they are good delivery people, I'm going to appoint them to take over these different projects. He said then the profits that we make as companies, what we go do, we go keep 60% inside Singapore and invest 40% in a sovereign wealth fund outside. So today, Singapore owns shares in the likes of Apple, in the likes of Tesla, in the likes of Intel. They own their shares in it. Last October, they shared $666 billion dividend to their citizens. This is a country with no resources. This is a country that was poorer than Sierra Leone on the day we took independence. They had a GDP per capita somewhere around $300 on the day we took independence. We had a GDP per capita somewhere around 250 because we had a bigger population. Today, as I talk to you right now, Singapore has GDP per capita $126,000. For the listener waiting as I don't know about the certain mean GDP per capita. That means when you don't take the total GDP of the country, you divide them by the number of citizens. If you get for shape the cake, Salomon today go get $430. Singapore man go get $126,000. Can you understand, Sir David, which are the type of point?
Yes. I dey follow.
So this is not a rocket science. Not a rocket science. The man built in country around family first. Then he bring production to produce. Now make God say, me a Christian. So what's in God in first instruction? Go and have dominion over all things and multiply. Multiply not mean say for born pikino. Go and produce. He follow that. Then he take control. He not believe in the Washington consensus and all the Bretton Woods nonsense, which is all a trap. He not believe by IMF and World Bank. He created his own industry. He created his own CEO framework. As the money that come in, it pour them into his people. Singapore in 1965 look like how Kucha would look today. That's how he looked. I have the pictures to prove it. So, in terms of corruption, what should we go do? We will take them three stances: the family first, production. So when somebody like KKY, a total disappointment in the politics of Sierra Leone, this now a lesson that we go for people that don't study in the United Nations, they don't work in the United Nations and all this. Listen, they are programmed to work against what you hope for. Not to me say, some of the insiders themselves have said it. The professor then don't come and say that we teach them for Leone stay poor. These are not the people we want. We want people that understand how to cut to make full. How to multiply what we have. We have 44 millions. Nobody in Akono not for go to bed tonight hungry. Nobody in Sierra Leone not for go tonight they wonder if you get job tomorrow or which I go pull in feed tomorrow. We have, God has given us everything in this country. We don't see what in Shaka Proby Stevens do with your own life. Whether you like him or not, I'm not apologetic for him. The legacy of Kabasa Lodge tells us these people had no personal vision for themselves. Whether or not you like Tijan Kaba or not has nothing to do with me. The legacy when I grass the grow my home house where it in my hometown tells you these people are not leaders. Today as I speak, Ernest Bai Koroma is away from his mansion Namakeni because these people somehow were cursed with bad leadership. We're cursed with bad leadership. We have too much in Sierra Leone. We get too much in Sierra Leone for go through this nonsense. So, how do you fight corruption like how Lee Kuan Yew did in his country? I have my own, steps. Number one, in the plan we make a Canada show, we make Chief ask me to be on this show. The Master Dream Builder series where they run. In that plan in Midofulbank, I talk about you have to have a headroom to pay every government worker a living wage. Let's define what's a living wage. A living wage means say that person able to put a roof over their head, able to feed his family, and able to get a little bit of enjoyment for himself and his family. In order for beg and losing dignity as a man, begging another man, or as a woman, selling her body just to exist. This is a society we've created in Sierra Leone today. So you have that, you pay living wage before you start to build the economy. Because if you say, until you build the economy before you do that, it's a chicken and egg scenario. It's not going to work. So the next thing they do after that is we talked about time earlier. KKY, they talk about 15 years from now we get electricity in Nassau. I don't know about you, but me, when my mama born me, they don't sign a lease with God. I don't know if I get 15 years, let alone if KKY get 15 years. In 15 years' time, this world go don't change so much. If you're not telling them they get electricity, but they are not all forget about salary right now. So we need to be in a hurry to digitize the economy, and the way you do that is you have to electrify the economy instantly. Then you have to replace.
Reggie, read this. Maybe you go put them into your response. I'm sorry for cut you off. I get a gentleman way saying, how do we hold the leaders and politicians accountable, as it seems they are acting with impunity? So just for add that to your response. This now one A smart nice send this message.
Okay, A smart. Okay, let continue with this. Then I don't put your message down. Accountability. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't put them down. Okay, so the next step, the next three steps, the next third step is you banish the ACC. It's not fit for purpose. You cannot have, and this is not a political show. I'm only talking about the facts. You cannot have a situation where a 22-year unemployed idler in London within a council flat don't turn millionaire overnight. And then you tell me, say you have an anti-corruption commission. It's phony, it's baloney. It don't exist, it's a faguzi. You cannot have that. So we need to scrap the anti-corruption commission and bring in international people. Because Salon right now, the way it is, if you're sincere with yourself, we cannot referee ourselves. We cannot be our own referees. So you need to bring in international experts. We're going to hold on to the anti-corruption. So you don't digitize the economy, you don't pay a living wage. Then you bring in what I call the Whistleblowers Act, the 10%. What does that do? That means, say, if me, Yeri, David, and Chief Pacoy, they talk about, well, the government contract don't come, but anyway, we'll slide 1 million under. If me are the houseboy, I able for you go down in a WhatsApp, and they take down to the authorities. But let me tell you, waiting on your motivation, because this time they never give me one bad question. This time, the money where we talk about, where they find saying that I don't have the plan, then they give me 10% of it. So they get $100,000 as a houseboy. So now all the man don't talk what man Paris. Because we don't do the first step. We pay you a living wage. We now do work on the growth strategy for the $100 billion GDP. My friends, I can't round up on this point. Until we take control of what God give you. David, you didn't Canada yonder. If I say, David, lift your hand up for me, man. Just lift your hand up. Any one of you. Okay, fine. Yes, thank you. What if now you work, you forget for call? Why I say lift your hand up? You say, wait, not call me work. Then you work, people can lift her up for you. This is what we've done with our resources. Yeah. This is what we've done with the thing God give me. With a wait for like somebody else can use her. GL Holdings in 2021, December 17th, paid $10 million to mine in Marampa mines. In 2022, their activities in Marampa mines created for GL Holdings, and I have the records to prove it, $6.7 billion did not even show up on our GDP. Koidu, who some of the they talk about, this corner, what they talk about, Koidu Holdings, they pay $200,000 for mine any kind of diamond and anything else with them fan, then take and go under the Octier group. We're not even file an account in the United Kingdom for 7 years. What do we? What is wrong with our people? Why can't we use our hand, but to go call we work? Why can't we use our legs, but to go call we picking them? Why can't we use our eyes, our ears? What in God give we? Imagine, God forbid, you wake up in the morning, but you have to ask somebody, would you give me oxygen? That's how we're living in Sierra Leone. Because we're full of munku politicians, and I mean that respectfully. They don't know what they're worth. So then they sell not only the people short, then they sell themselves short. Because I wrap up with this point. I talk about how important family is. I don't understand how you send your kids overseas and your wife, when you talk say you love, so that you go sit on a salon for pillage the country to keep your family overseas. So, now to answer that question, how do you keep, Mr. Smart, how do you keep your politician accountable? You have to be honest with yourself. Like I say, it starts with, you cannot put ants and sugar in a kitchen, you don't expect them to collide. Me, I'm a man's man. You're not going to put me in a room of naked women and expect me to read the Bible. It's not going to happen. So what you best do is not create the temptation. And follow the Lee Kuan Yew pattern what I don't tell you. You compensate the right politicians. You first have to choose the right people. Then you compensate them. And it's in my plan that the politicians and the civil servant will be rich if we finally deliver for these people of Sierra Leone. We don't suffer so much. We don't suffer so much. We keep killing and keeping away the best people in we for lead Sierra Leone. With that, I yield.
Thank you very, very much. You don't say a lot. And just for give an addendum to what you say, this is not a part of my questions, but over the past few days, I read somebody to talk on social media. I not verify that, it's not verified. But I read say then go government they make some foreigners and they monopolize for other certain commodities in our country, and once somebody in shop then go begin pull mayonnaise then they because they say it not get the right for order them mayonnaise then they now one particular person supposed to do that. That is not verified. I also understand they say Jagaban one for open a place na Sierra Leone for assembled bikes. How true that is, I don't know, but they say government no one for give that authority they for let himself start that business day. I don't know if una self be know you read that. That is not a verified thing actually.
Yeah, so I everybody Jagaban, I know everybody mayonnaise. I everybody Jagaban issue, and I wish Jagaban well in all the time for do for Salon. It mean I'm advisor to Jagaban. This is not the way we go about it because you go build factory where we're not getting electricity, then your goods are already more expensive than anybody else because now you see, let us stop for placates our people. Let we do the right thing. Let we do the right thing. We have to do the right thing. You build a factory and a generator on when you fuel, your cost of production is higher than somebody within a Vietnam where get state sponsored electricity. So you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And if the government is stopping, this is now another point. Sierra Leone, me 1989 I go holiday in a salon. And now me sit down first na the plane. And I stepped out the plane. But when we reached the immigration, the man tell me, see, let me step out so that some white man will come before me. At Tawayanda, the late Edward Cowan, justice, lawyer, in Papa Nami justice. They can't calm me down and say, Reggie's left. I said, no. This is not going to happen. I said, now me first can on this plane. You treat me first, then which man I go with. We seem to be like we're still traumatized, as Jalo Jamboree can say, by the effect of slavery and colonialism, where we prefer other people them over our own kind. And until we love our own children better than the next door neighbor's children, we will not have a happy life. So on that point, with the Jagaban situation, if it's true, if it's not staged, it's a woeful, disgraceful. And now you wanted to do that to Lebanese or Indian or Israeli. Why are we doing it to our own people? This is the question I want to ask.
Yeah. So I will come back to Elvis under this same road construction and promises. Um, Eric, Elvis, you with me, right? Elvis, unmute your mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Adey with you.
Okay. So this is a question for you. Do you think these road promises? Yeah. Do you think these road promises are tied to elections and political campaigns, or are they genuine developmental plans? You get me, Elvis?
The simple answer in, you get me?
Yes. Go ahead.
You get me?
Yeah.
Shows they far off. And to me, the Sierra Leone People's Party no go really the fight for make a camouflage people then. There is, you know, I want to just go back to my brother, then think the way he talk about from the, is it Malaysia or Indonesia point of view?
Singapore.
Where I believe say these are the things the way they make the country, the country actually they suffer from all the developmental issues the way my brother just talked about here. Now, the road construction or factory building or the energy sector, all them things they just bed on the simple fact that there is a high level of leadership deficiency in this country. Because as long as the ship where the captain or okay, it can land it to any island, it can land it to the snake. That is what I know. Road construction, these are all just cosmetic for the fact that somebody is looking out for make a swear in pocket. So that they look out for certain places. It is not a government policy, a tournament where people are making. That is what I can tell you. I mean, I just try for brush off way to me brother just talk because he had a lengthy talk about Singapore and then why are we where we are today. And I just begin to tell you say we get serious amount of leadership deficiency from the days of Shaka Stevens to today where we did. You know? And why make we get leadership deficiency? Now, because, I mean, the knowledge of somebody living, I mean, a day in the diaspora or a day in Sierra Leone is not grounded in politics, is not grounded in leadership stuff, or is not even grounded in certain social, economic, and political, let us say, professional aspect. It just come assume power or assume ministerial position. Nobody know they check anything. Then, of course, he carry on with the garbage. And when you put garbage into something, definitely the garbage you receive. And then one thing we're very unfortunate about the African, I think say that is the quite different thing between we and the Singaporeans or the white collar, maybe I want to say. Now, when somebody is given leadership position, I mean, he becomes God for himself and God for the people. That is one thing. And he begins for throwing weights. And when you begin to throw your weight on people, because of you get something power behind you, the people become, let me say, underdogs. At the end of the day, they are worshiping you. Because if they are lesser than you, they are afraid of being thrown away because of your power. So whatever you say, it is a yes, sir. So one of the things that we Hamburg, we, up to whatever you talk about, it is this. And people want to enrich themselves, they camouflage the people. Then you have those who have been seen at the background, where then the responsibility is not theirs, okay, responsibility, so they can go ahead for do something. And when you go to the ministries or to the departments or agencies, you did not carry your own package, you did live on their own style. So you remain where there is that stagnation within the country. Also, with a lack of originality. We do not want to take our African stand. We lost it, and then we go to the military the colonial mentality. And when you have this colonial mentality is all about, you know, say the governor general, the district commissioner, where the people where they send the court messengers down there, they melt out what you get for do today. You cannot think for yourself. It means you are just going to be as a doom. You live on waiting the day as and tomorrow, what am I going to do? You are not going to sit down today, tomorrow, what are we going to do? For example, may I just make simple examples out? The free quality education, the feed the nation, all of these are things that are just paperwork. Because we don't even believe in our people. We say you want to make sure say somebody will make farm inside Sierra Leone. Then you left farm, the man will get that tattered clothes, now they get the cutlass, now they do the work in the farm. You left farm, you go take somebody where they abroad, and come, you say you go marshal farm work. Where are you going to get that rocket scientist in agriculture for make sure say the people there work? You do not even have land policies. You don't have agricultural policies. You make institutions by word of mouth. When you make, these are the things that we are talking about. When you make institutions or when you make a policy, when you make something like when you say this is my flagship, you therefore make sure say you get a particular institution build a secretariat. That secretariat now in get for make sure say it pull a paper what we call institutional manual. That institutional manual now in they give the direction, the way forward. And that is what people will work on. These things are not happening. So you say you want to go build road now, you want to go build road now, Matotoka, you want to do it in Mount District. What studies have you carried? And just like the question they already asked, what are the priorities? So all of them things therefore be on a national document with you prioritize them. You make sure say they are being budgeted, and then you make sure say the money we brought up just to talk about. These monies are passing by because you did not you don't have you have not taken yourself as an original African, and that you have any man where they come for digging ground. Now can become. You don't give him the priority. We are having people who are mining different types of products, as how my brother talk about. We don't even understand what does bauxite mean. What does rutile mean? What is as how many years we don't they do diamond business? We don't have a diamond polishing system in the country. So our mentality is something that is yet a sickness we will get. Then we come down to illiteracy. All of them think that what they do so now, we are illiterate. Even when somebody they go to school, don't think that the type of school where they go now. Are they answering the classrooms that they had? Are they answering to today's activities? No, they are not. It is only the blackboard and the teacher. They put it into your head, you scram, you go, you pass, you come down, you go to Frabe College and come down. You have nothing in the head because you don't have original education. You don't have applicational education. Things that way if you don't read it, this is chemistry, this is hydrochloric acid. Where is it? How do you get this hydrochloric acid? First of all, we don't know. So you just know that hydrochloric, when you add it to this happens. But you don't even know the original, which are the product. So then we get this aspect of inferiority complex. Where are they always called? We brother just talk about that. It's a PhDs. We had former President E.S.K. He went and brought in the late Monty Jones for he said that they develop agriculture or something. We have President Bio who has come with all his boom issues and this and that. All of it has not granted to anywhere. Anywhere. And people sit down to tell you all these things. In fact, the first thing we will lack us is we don't even know up country. We sit down here, we make meetings and talk about all those things that we want to do. We do not know where we are going to do them. So these are the things that we brought to talk about from the Malaysia people there, or sorry, it's in Indonesia or Malaysia. Because the leadership is where the problem lies. If the leadership is not listening or does not know what to do, you get in the garbages that come in and then they dwell very well. As we talk, apart from the inferiority, we also talk about greed. Africans have greed in them. And because they get greed in them, greed is already when you then get something, you know what I mean, you can't forget that. That is how we are. Okay. And then what happens? We lawlessness.
We are lawless. The laws are making company with policies and small policies and that bylaws. We set them correctly. We sit in gatherings. We set the goals together. We agree on them. We go back. Somebody comes and throws his weight on it. Then it doesn't even. And when you begin for say any one thing you talk, they take you as a dissent. That are you not dissent to somebody? They dissent or you there against this person or you are they blast. These are the things the way they tell you for discourage you, they're on the limelight. Apart from that, the question of corruption. Africans by nature, I don't know whether we all corrupt. Exactly. I think saying that that's what God make. I don't know. But we are highly. When it is not me that is responsible for this situation where they are, I mean, I can do anything. And when there's nobody over me, then, you keep doing what you want to do. Now, my brother just talk about the ACC. I will add ACC and also add the Audit Service Sierra Leone. The Audit Service Sierra Leone sit down for a whole year. They see people stealing, getting away with everything. At the end of the day, they take one, say a private auditor, they say go audit here and that. When he goes there, he's paid whatever he's paid. They write what they want to write and send it to Parliament. Parliament begin for hala. When the man don't thief, he don't go abroad or he go somewhere he has done the money really enhance it. And then this audit service get internal auditors. They are not interfacing with them. So these are the little things that way they see. The other thing we're very, very unfortunate about black Africans is religious beliefs that everything are God. And when you have this most people that were not educated and they lean towards the Muslim side. So whatever the Imam says is gospel truth. Those who are educated, most of them again go to the Christian side. Issues all night, this, that. All of it are just bullshit up to some level. When they with man that they tell we say, man, that's why religion come on, that's why this Christian thing they come on, that's why this Mohammedanism come on. Why have you taken it and put it all over your head? You go and sit down, anything. When you go to church now, it will make you get very good man. For you now, you will get this. How are you going to really develop yourself?
Okay.
So with all the things that they ask, our problem is not really ourselves per se in we and the other underdogs, but it is the leadership. Leadership in this sense, we don't regard the laws. Okay. And when laws are being they affect one.
Family, then when they listen, I apologize. We get network problem with we brothers them. As we go on, I will continue for ask the next question to Reggie while it is on. Reggie, this question for you.
And he's got scot free.
Okay, so let we go.
That is how we look at the whole situation.
Okay, for follow up, would they get you for follow up with what you just don't say? Genuinely, we know say road problem, road network na Sierra Leone. It in all districts, it in all provinces, and if you look at the mining areas in Sierra Leone, not just Kono district, you go Marampa, you go Moyamba, you go all the places that will get minerals. And even the one that will not get minerals, we still, from independence, we still not get good road network. But coming back to this particular promise where government don't make na Kono, how the Kono people therefore hold the government responsible or accountable for ensure say this particular time this road then build them up?
Well,
no, this is not for. This is not for. Answer that question, but let me tell you, we have people in parliament. We get people in the parliament. We get Emerson Lamina in the parliament. These guys are sitting there. We have Sakwi, the paramount chief. These guys are there. We get Tambalamina, local government man. These guys are there. Then we get other parliamentarians. These guys, all of them are there. They know what they happen.
But on the central mode, let me tell you this thing. We are not sincere. We're not sincere. People are not serious for run government. People see government as a portfolio, business portfolio. You go there, you now begin for enrich yourself. If somebody has been in London, in a council house, now it talks about buying 8, 9, 10-story house, and they get a hotel somewhere. You want to believe that now? This, my brother was asking, what's wrong with we? The road in Kono and the road in let me say Cabo Street here. Go to the street of. Before we, my brother, before we, these guys have big cars. Then they enter inside big time potholes. They are not seeing me. Their eyes are closed. Their musics are on. They need their are on. They don't Kono. How will they see how important is Kono Road? How will they know that from so
Okay, again, I will tender my apologies to the viewers then.
change this scenario?
Yes, so try for round up this
If
particular
somebody
question.
does not know, somebody is not seeing these things, how will he know?
Okay, try.
If somebody does not know, you know, say, for common and so achieved with Giblos, for Kante Kwedu town, we can't na ton, na free ton ya. You not get place for Ledon. You know? Then they put you on something where you food where you can with it perish because these are perishable instruments. You can with banana from soa chipdom or banana chipdom or sano chipdom yanda. Till you come miles from to Dovecot. Then you come it begin rotting. Then you get you oil for salad. Then you ask yourself, why that they happen? Are we not seeing it? Are we in the big cars not seeing it? We don't see Dovecot. The whole process, my brother, is not about anything other than wickedness that is coming from us.
Okay.
Because me, I always say, and you cannot keep. I'm sorry for some of the people that way they overseas and they are. If everybody, if more than anybody,
so Elvis,
overseas cannot be a minister. If that is the case, I'm telling you. Because a minister is to administer something. What are you going to administer when you don't know? If you don't know, you cannot make a decision. You have to know first. It is from the informed a situation that you make. If they talk about Matru Road, the bridge
Elvis,
between Makeni and Kamakwe don't broke. Somebody has not gone there.
Okay, you get me?
So how you able to know?
Yeah, you get me,
how
Elvis?
How you able to feel it?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, you get me. I want to let we round up. Yeah, so what I really want to let you pinpoint now in very few words how the Kono people them, how Kono district for hold Salon government accountable for make sure say this road go must make. Briefly.
In the first place, it is not a revolution, it's something you get for do. The first thing we will do is we make sure we put them out as an information to them and call on them. Because, I mean, if you can take the horse to the river, but you know go ask them for say they can't drink, you know go drink. So we get for make sure say we begin for talk them every other day like how we do them now. Because we do not have any other means for go tell and say, come and do this. And the other side of the coin, where I would say is, the writing should be on the wall. Kono people for also begin for agitate somehow. Maybe by simple demonstration, writing some document they will bring it to the resident minister, Eastern Province, may self know say, these things have been said and nothing is happening. May go to the different people there. That's all we can do. But other than that, 9 these are horses that cannot just eat, drink water because even because you think they're water. Therefore, we have to push them. We have to talk about that. When you talk to the man, let the man hear it. Exactly. Every day.
Okay. You don't pinpoint on the answer where being only you do. So Reggie, to you, if the Kenema Canal Road is not built, what alternatives should the people and local organizations push for?
Thank you. Very well done, Mr. Sama. Yeah, nice. You've got an in-depth local knowledge of what needs to happen. And I particularly like what you say about agitating. We need to get these people to agitate. It's too much now, you know. But anyway, if the road is not built, well, it's more backwardness in the country. Because, you know, we go back to what Mr. Sama referenced earlier, drawing from the Lee Kuan Yew about the leadership. You know, I don't want to go awful, but I want, they say not to say you waiting, if for them, now say you buck your foot, neither if for look.
Yes.
We go back to 1980. In 1980, when we host this OAU we damage our economy, believe it or not. Okay, the OAU, for the young one that we don't know, OAU was the start of the demoralization of Sierra Leone's economy, because before OAU, women they pay 75 cents for buy $1 American. Before OAU, women they pay 2 leones for buy £1 UK. Today, una know the currency. The Maui refused for sign that paperwork day, then kill her. So we have to go back and look at what's in the overall problem of Sierra Leone. If they not build this road, why should we stand for not advancing? In that 1980 what they talk about, Rollins, that's the Ghanaians them, when they come for that conference day, they're not going to use them per diem. They're not use them for spend them. Me uncle and auntie when they work as interns, they laugh their way and kind of host and say then Ghanaian there. Yeah, look, as soon as we finish the meeting, they're not going to put a word for go buy sugar and sardine. But one man, J.J. Rollins, decided enough is enough for his people. He said, I'm going to grab this country by the scruff of the neck. And the two way help J.J. Rollins, he said there's a disparity between Usami Mama Komo na Scotland, where would they go their holiday, and Usami Papa Komo na Ghana. He said, why should it be this way? So you got to understand the motivation. The motivation was, how me mama in your country the function, me own papa in your country not the function, Usami. So that's why he took hold of that country. So today, me get business business interest in Ghana. Today when you go Ghana, the roads and the flyovers look like either America. When you land at the airport now, plane after plane after plane after plane just land every minute almost from different parts of the world. The Airbus A380. But it took one man. You know, I got to apologize to me public when they follow me. Because I used to say, you got to take at least a dozen of us. But, you know, in recent weeks, I don't realize, no. Now, one man with a vision, one person with team up say, this country go better.
Yeah.
One man. If that one man they decide, if that one man they decide, all man they follow through. That's what J.J. Rollins delivered. That's what Lee Kuan Yew delivered. It's as simple as that. The Emir of Dubai, that's what he decided. He said, I want to see this desert turn into a pleasant land in my lifetime. One man with a decision. Now that they will not get. And one way can possibly be in that position, like me, they don't put a bounty on we head that salon right because of 2018. This is true.
Okay, yeah, these are really, really, really very important things that you guys are saying. So we go take a very short break. Let we listen to this music here. So. Okay, Elvis, you there with me, right?
Indeed.
Okay, so Reggie don't drop for now. While we wait for like come, we go now to other section we get for do with advocacy in Akono district. Um, you don't hear about executives of Kono organizations, not so. You go put your camera up small because I know they see you, not just the head no more they see.
Oh, okay, I'll be in the right.
Okay.
I'll be in the right.
Yes, thank you. So the executives of Kono organizations have been advocating for Kono people for years, in the last 2 years. What specific actions has ECHO taken regarding road development and infrastructure? We know say ECHO not really go into that particular part yet, but they can advocate for various things. Waiting from your perspective now, ECHO achievements and so far, if you know anything.
Thank you very much. The first thing we every human being for understand is the theory of the broom. They say one stalk where you take them for broker is so easy. But the total broom, if you even get strength, it go all things go bend, but you know go bend. No, they all go broke. Except them broom we don't get water pan for long term. So that question is all about unity. That is one aspect. And unity, and then the voice of Kono. Executives of Kono organization don't make a voice. And that voice is what is speaking now. And you also make a pointer. They tell you, say, there are so there's somebody in the corner there. Like the old man will sit down under the big mountain. He tell you, say, go up there. He says, something is roaring behind the mountain. The young man will go there, he he say, the old man will say, he did it. He said, he did it. And that is what is the executives of Kono organization, they do now.
Okay.
That voice is a voice that will change the face of this country. I'm telling you something. And I will answer.
Okay. So
also, what do you make with Kwenu Holdings don't run away? The language is so simple. They tell you that the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen is always mightier than the sword. They were using money for make the cajole people there. And they were gathering away with all the minerals. But when the executives of Kono organization come on, there is something that is now roaring in the backyard. And somebody go able to say, hey, they don't begin to know. These guys who were in that Kweduli, the sons of daughters of the appetite, they always when they treat the ordinary man, Kono black man as a chafcha. But when they don't begin to say, Kono don't begin rise through this organization, that is yet something else. So everybody for know that. What have they achieved? They have now achieved recognition. If you now answer this, you will serve you. Recognition, because when they recognize you something, and then that aspect of I don't want to say it is becoming a movement, small. I don't know. Will you get me?
Would they get you? Go ahead.
Fine. So it is a pillar. So and which of course it is also, well, I know I'm saying it's a political movement. It's never a political movement. But now, as I tell you, the executives of Kono organization is also spreading its tentacles across the eastern part of this country and in Freetown and all over the world.
Thank you.
So that alone is something else. I don't even want to preempt other things there, but it is now and maybe for a force that is drawing some people from some years then. And then years then they get for a real. If they're not here, maybe it will expand.
Okay.
So that's why I want that force. It is yet a force.
Yeah,
and a big force.
Lakan to Reggie with the same question. Reggie, I believe say you don't hear about executives of Kono organizations and so far waiting and don't do. But how does ECHO ensure that Kono voices are heard at national level?
Okay, no, another year, but at the first this way Mr. Sama they talk about it, we make another year, but I don't mean they follow too much the drama we Fatima Bio and Koidu Holdings may they get. The only thing what I do with that information was I go dig deep into who that Koidu Holdings be and who that they behind them, which they pay we. That's what I know. But if now the executives then don't do this, where they make people like Koidu Holdings come to accountability, then I applaud them. I applaud their courage under a legitimate government of mutiny when they stand up for their people. And I think, enough is enough. I think they should push further. We don't need. Sorry, let's just go back to another case where I know. GL Holdings say in the paper, they say 95% of the people away they bring their wealth from Sierra Leone, now Sierra Leoneans. Well, if 95% of the people are Sierra Leoneans, then 100% of the assets belong to Sierra Leone, and then the machinery is available in the open market. Why do we need other people for can do and for we? So me, I go push the executives here for go even further. If not help una need with a business plan and una able for take una land and take this diamond place, we able for fund private money for coming and do this job. When una will get the benefit and the country will get the benefit. We really don't need these people anymore. It might sound ridiculous. Why I asked Sir David for putting hand up just now, I said go call the UF we don't need these people. The human let's go back to that Juria Holdings. The human capital is out there in the world. There are people out there waiting for a job to come in and do the beach one and us. But if now I get the asset and the machinery is out there, the money is out in the world. If one come to me and say, we've got the asset, the diamonds now, we need for raise the money, forget we own machinery, forget we own processing plant. Everyone come to me, but Lord, draw the business plan, Lord, put the presentation, we can put 2 and 3 private people together with money we need. You don't need these companies. This is all false doctrine. This is all. But the people, the way they teach the false doctrine, like I said, the Washington consensus, the economic hitman John Perkins, when I associate of mine, they don't tell we say all these are not necessary. But it seems to me, as Mr. Sama talk about this religion, where would they pass? It seems to me so we wait for let God can help we. He will not do that. It doesn't work that way. He don't give we all tea. We don't need nobody in permission. When you wake this morning, Sir David, in Canada, you don't ask permission from whoever that Makani. Is it okay if I breathe? You don't ask her. God give you that gift there. Why are we waiting? The woman in Namibia don't do her. He don't take over oil and gas. 24 hours after he did the inauguration speech. 24 hours.
Exactly.
The guy now is Botswana.
Exactly.
He said he's not happy with the 51% shares where Botswana gets for their own diamonds, where the Bears get 49. He said in goal, in these 5 years, now for take 100% of it in diamond and back. Why do we need permission? Why Sierra Leoneans always we get for big? Why? We don't need this.
Yeah.
So I commend Mr. Sama on our organization. Una push further. Una don't begin now. Una push further. Una push deeper. Because maybe if una take on land, una take on resources, maybe the rest of the people that go follow na Tonkolili, na Marampa, and so on and so forth. Una push further.
Thank,
and let me go say about this one.
thank you very much.
Let me come in. Let me come inside.
Okay.
I appreciate, no, I really appreciate my brother, definitely, because Reggie, you are really, really on point. This is not about subversion, but let me tell you, the 5 or so districts where they suffer greatly now from this mining, Moyamba, Kailahu, Kono, Tonkolili, and Kenema. These countries, the other one themselves get the same problem, Bo and so on, you know. But they are greatly suffering. Now, one thing where maybe don't they call government for do is, and that my brother just can't dump her. Reggie, they just stop. You have the capital, yes, this one, there are assets out there. Create a stock exchange with the Sierra Leone Central Bank. These are simple as ABC. When the central bank don't establish a stock exchange, any company where they can at this country, if for list itself with the stock exchange, which we go create young brothers then, they buy shares into those companies, they are also part of the company and they have a stake in the company, then of course, the proceeds, everybody will able to share them. Here is this government, now yesterday they're going to Mafoki Port Loco, go create another big jetty, then they make away with a huge amount of bauxite, which is about 75 million tons under the ground. And you have a train where get nearly 110 coaches behind them, and they take them go. And the dirty way they can go, it get gold, it get platinum, it get also silver inside. Guinea, where they near we, it just they come with by December, it go don't get one of the largest aluminium factory. We have talked about factories around this country. When you go there, you see almost nothing. You are talking about this lady in Malawi. Is that Malawi? Oh no, Namibia. This is a woman, my brother.
Yeah.
Who has said, no, enough is enough.
72-year-old woman.
We have our people in this country, they sit down in the House of Parliament, they tell you something, they have mineral wells, something. We are gaining only 10% of the proceeds. Everything where this country had, they pull common at 10% will they get.
Mr. Sama, 72 years old.
These people.
72 years old.
Yes, sir.
72 years old. Not a 32-year-old, 72 years old woman.
Yeah.
72 years.
72 years old. 24 hours after the inauguration, he kicked out Texaco and Exxon. He said, this, now me people, they get this oil. Una go.
Okay.
Cash done.
Yeah, so this is really disheartening, especially waiting with brother mentioned here that this dirty way then they take, then they carry and go. It really not make sense. It not make sense. If we sign contracts, that dirty way then they carry go, why we not go let them wash them inside the country, let provide job, and then the mineral where them people then they sign contract for, then they get other minerals then in the side where they're not accountable for. So we government they lost boku money out of that. And I believe say we ministers are way responsible for signing documents and they then definitely know say that dirty day not only one mineral there inside. And then know the consequences and repercussions on we country. All waiting it require now actions then for take. For let you get train, long train with the total dirty care and go out of Sierra Leone. Um, this is not something we politicians and for think about. Let the president say think about that. We don't take almost 2 hour on this program, and I want believe say we're not going to cover all because we get some technical problems and we think. Natiwo go get for continue. I go ask una, let una please make una self available for let we make another one way. We brother Chief will go come inside. I really feel I'm way a drop out, way enable participate. And but in one sentence, what thing would be your message to the government of Sierra Leone regarding Kenema Road, beginning with you, Mr. Sama.
Thank you very much. Them, of course, when I don't listen, sorry for the interruption. That maybe we'll arrange ourselves proper next time. This is the first time we are coming up with this. And I hope, say, my brother, Kono Road, now something else. That road, in fact, not the Kono Road, the roads are something else. But let we begin for no say how we they able gather money first like this. And for waiting, we will tell Kono people. Kwedo Holding should never come back na Kono. And unless and until executives of Kono organization, may we clean we say properly first. Maybe the executive, because some people they want where they undermine them. No mining activities for happen at Kono. May the Kono people they rise for stop every mining in that district. If it is going to be another blood diamond, maybe a blood diamond. But I am calling on Kono for stop every mining there until mining policies are reviewed. That's what I can leave with my people there for now.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Reggie, what is your message to the people of Kono as they continue to demand accountability and development?
My message to Unawede Kono, I want to say, una dey na paradise, but I want to put on some urgency. The reason being, the international community and the so-called moral guarantors, they don't see say Africa don't wake up a little bit. They don't say they catch fire. They don't create synthetic diamonds.
Yes.
They don't, listen to me carefully, my Kono people. They don't create, that way una get on a land way precious, when the only two una get way seriously precious. They don't create a lab version of it. So if una no hurry and take control, like we don't talk about this show, and demand say no, we no want no foreign and IASO. If una papa government, if una no sabi, so tell them to go call Reggie, then they can't sit on IASO, then they create the framework for let we benefit.
Exactly.
Because there's going to come a time. My mentor Bill O'Brien used to say to me, the late Bill O'Brien, multi-millionaire. He was a multi-millionaire by the time he was about 35 years old. He retired at 35, died 52. He used to say to me, Reggie, every problem has a solution, but every solution has an expiry date. Let not be say one day for this diamond when I sit up on a color, that date they expire when nobody will put value on the diamond again. Because in Israel right now, they don't develop diamond with a fake diamond, but it look like the real thing. So this is a time, we talked about time earlier. This is a moment of urgency. Una can't just realize that the diamonds are forever. Not forever, they don't replicate them. They don't replicate them. If them people that can turn man to woman and woman to man, trust me, they don't replicate on a diamond. So una got the last chance to now for support somebody like Mr. Sama, for support like Chief Pacoiden, to support this kind of Kono news. And una get from move. Nobody no go do it for now. God no go do it for now. You have to do it yourself. And the word I do.
Thank you, gentlemen. My two brothers, unfortunately, we've been done, lost the other one, we drop off in call network. But I want to say a very big thank you to you, Mr. Reggie Cole, and to you, Mr. Elvis Sama Bockarie, correct? And I believe, say, this war don't start so. let we country, let we fumble the nose say this is not a fight against anybody. This na kind of orientation would they bring to the one that we still they sleep. Let we know say Sierra Leone, not one person get them. But at the same time, now one grain Sierra Leone we get, we cannot afford to lose it. We not go afford for lose Sierra Leone. If anybody within a position of trust today, take your motorcar, drive, go to the provinces, and from then provincial headquarters, you decide to go down to the chiefdoms them, and not motorable. Not just Kono district, every other part of Sierra Leone. We don't see who say mining don't pollute drinking water, fish no dey again. If you take fish na salon, they can go other side. Sometimes some man go say, no, we don't want to na fish because Boku mercury dey inside. Let we wake up, let we become very aware of the environment. That artificial mountain we Kwedu Limited don't make na Kono district. Let we politicians and know say environmentally hazardous to we people them. The dig where they don't dig, we not the toxic they don't dig entirely under the whole Kwedu city, but a significant amount of digging don't take place. We say that mountain in Doti de Komot na Boku whole day. So let we understand for say this is not a fight against any one particular individual. It's not a fight against any one particular institution. It's just an awakening call. What would they make to the Sierra Leoneans, to the Kono people them, to every other place who say mining in Sierra Leone? Let we wake up. Let we wash with dirty in our country. Let we process the diamond them. We able come together for let we create our own mining companies. We able. One green Chinese man will come with small amount of money where Salon government even get more money past that investor. We can invest in our own selves. We able to make that in a day. So let nobody not take this passionately. It is something that is an awakening call for all Sierra Leoneans. Once more, my brothers, I want to tell you thank you. This is na Kono News Network. Una always don't watch we. If you not been done, subscribe, do ya wanna subscribe. We'll go for the car with this program every weekend. We'll go for plan them properly so that we'll not go get the technical problems that we'll get today. Thank you. Wanna share, wanna like, and wanna comment. Bye bye, gentlemen.